Hello, church family. This is your weekly update for July the 2nd, 2020. The Bible says this: patience is better than power, and controlling one's temper than capturing a city. Proverbs 16:32. One of the fruits of the Spirit is patience. And the central meaning of the word mekaterathium is good temper. It denotes a person who does not easily fly off the handle, so to speak. They maintain good temper amid the flux and flow of human events. In one way, you could think of it, if I were to shake this real hard and water came out of it, and I said, why did that come out of there? You might be tempted to say, because water was in there. Well, if the cup had nothing in it, would water still come out when I shook it? Not necessarily. One commentator has said this fruit of the Spirit expresses the attitude to people which never loses patience with them, however unlovingly and unteachable they may be. So not so much about the other person, but how you react to them. One archbishop defined the word this way: a long holding out of the mind before it gives room to action or passion, the self-resistance which does not hastily retaliate a wrong. Moffat describes it the tendency with which faith holds out. Good temper must not, however, be confused with apathy. In the days of the early church, there was a group called the Stoics. They made indifference a value that they sought after. They said nothing is worth suffering for, so build a wall around your heart and keep out all senses of feelings. The early Christians did not share that view, and neither should Christians today. Christians are called to care. And because they are cared, they suffer. Through the ministry of the Spirit in their lives, our lives, the old Christians of the first century, they found poise and good temper amidst their suffering that they endured. The more we care, the more sensitive we will be to things that tend to block our goal of caring. And that is why the quality of patience is so essential. An evangelist addressing a meeting was subject to persistent heckling somebody in the crowd. Fortunately, he lost his temper, and when he lost his temper, he lost his audience. They saw he had little to offer except words. So, have good patience, church family. In addition to that, I'd like to say a few things. We will have services as we did next week, like we did this past week. Now, keep in mind, we have no COVID-19 cases in our church body. So be careful that as you come in, just kind of practice those exercises, and I think everybody will be safe. We're still practicing social distancing and things. I will not be here this week. Pastor Dana will be here this week. We plan to visit my family, my in-laws this week. We're going to be very safe. We're going to travel just straight to there. Don't have a lot of plans other than hanging out with family that's there and then coming back. It's one of my father-in-law's favorite holidays, the 4th of July. I know it's many of yours. I hope you'll have a safe 4th of July weekend. And then when we come back the next week, I will be here, but I will not be preaching. One of my friends will be preaching, and I'll tell you more about that in next week's update. Just be praying for us for safe travels. We will pray for you as we travel to St. Louis this week, that everything will go well. You have 3 options this week. You can be in the service physically. You can listen in the parking lot at 9 o'clock, or you can watch online. We'll have Sunday school in the middle online, or you can sit in if you'd like to sit in for it. It's going to be a special one. Dane's going to lead, going to interview one of our longtime members, Joe Taylor. And then at 11 o'clock, you can either watch online or you can be there physically. I'd like to thank everybody for doing so well with all of the social distancing and all those issues. And I look forward to seeing you when we return. Have a great day.